Welcome back to Leeds Lately. Before we get into this video, if you could just hit that button down below. We're trying to hit 10k before the start of the season. It's a tough ask, but I think we can do it. Also, the Leeds Creator Cup is right around the corner now, so make sure you go to the link in the description down below, leedscreatorcup.com, for tickets today. John Charles Centre for Sport on the 20th of July. All in aid of Prostate Cancer UK. You'll find all the details in the comments down below. It'll be a great day out. Hopefully a really sunny, nice day as well. But today's video is going to be a bit different from the other transfer videos we've been making. And it's going to be a start, bench, loan, sell for basically what we have in the squad at the moment. Just to give us an idea of kind of where we might stand come the end of it. So let's have a look then. Straight away, we'll just get into this. So if we just pop that up on the screen, there you go. You can see it now. So basically, we're going to go through them. So Jakubijol first. Jakubijol then is somebody who obviously, to me, has to start. Jakubijol just been signed to be a starting player and someone who I think is going to do really, really well for Leeds. The next one is going to be Ilya Gruev, and I think we're going to put Ilya Gruev on the bench. We're just going to resize me here a little bit so you can see me. There we go. At least you can actually see me whilst we're talking now. So Ilya Gruev, I think that Ilya Gruev is a player that Leeds should definitely keep hold of. And I think he's somebody who we should have as an option off the bench to shore things up in midfield, because I think what's good about him is especially if we sign somebody like Gabriel Goodmanson, is that when he plays in his defensive midfield role, he likes to drop in at the left back position to try and cover that side. So that's why I think we should keep Ilya Gruev. He's good defensively. Isaac Schmidt, again, I think should be a bench player. I think we should be signing a first-team left-back, and then I think Isaac Schmidt should be on the bench for us. He's not seen hardly any action at all for Leeds, but I do think he's somebody who, to me, should be in there. Wilfred Gnonto, now this may be an unpopular opinion, I'm not sure about this, but Wilfred Gnonto is somebody who I think really should be on the bench, considering that we probably should sign another left winger, and Dan James I would say is our best winger, so I'm going to put Gnonto on the bench for now, but he is a very good option given the kind of games that he's had for the Italian under-21s and the games that he's had for Leeds as well. Tanaka then is going to be another starter for me though. Tanaka is somebody who I think is going to do fantastically well this season. His ability to keep the ball, his ability to make tackles, his ability to be tenacious, and just an all-round good midfielder, to me, is something that I think I'm going to enjoy watching in the Premier League. Dan James made massive improvements last season and the season before over what we had kind of when we were getting relegated. Granted, he played a lot of his time at striker in the Premier League, which is not his preferred position. But I do think that with his ability to now cut in on his left foot and use that as well, that really, really gives us an option in terms of having him out on that right wing, able to cross balls in the box and shoot. So Dan James for me has got to start. He had such a great season last season. Illan Meslier. Now, I know people have talked about Illan Meslier saying, oh, well, maybe we should keep him, maybe he should be on the bench. I think we need to sell Meslier. It's about time he got away from Leeds and got himself a new start, possibly in another country, give himself a chance to kind of completely settle down from what's happened at Leeds and maybe not make as many mistakes at his new club. So I think Meslier probably should be on his way out. Sebastian Bornau then, maybe surprised to learn that I'm going to put him on the bench because he is, of course, our new signing. But I do think that he's going to be somebody who we have to put on the bench because his injury record, plus I think that, let's actually go for Joe Rodon now. I think Joe Rodon's going to be the starter alongside Jakubijol, and I think that means that Strauch and Bornau are both going to be the bench centre-backs, which not a bad combination to bring on as your backups, is it really? So that's where I think we sit with that. Then you've got Largi Ramazani. I think we should be signing another winger, and they should be the one to start, and I think that means Ramazani is going to be our bench player. So you'll have Ramazani and Gnonto on the bench as wingers, which I think are very, very good options to have. I think Ramazani could have a really good season this season. I think it will start slow, though. He'll start coming off the bench, and then once he's kind of got into the swing of things, I think he then might start getting starts. I think he's going to have a quick rise in the Premier League, hopefully. The next one is in Brendan Aronson. A lot of people have been saying, "Oh, loan Brendan Aronson out, get rid of him." I don't think we'd recoup the money, and I think from what we saw last time in the Premier League and in the Championship, he will work his arse off for you. He really will. So I think it's important that somebody like Brendan Aronson actually stays at the club and is the guy that you bring off the bench to go, do you know what, go on, press them, really kind of worry them at the back. Now, Sam Byram's a difficult one because you can't really loan him out. There is no category for kind of let him go on a free. But we're going to get this as get rid. And that's going to sound really unsentimental and well, we can't afford to be sentimental is my point. I really like Sam Byram, and I think he did a great job having a little 2-year spell with us to get us back to the Premier League. I don't think he's Premier League quality anymore. I don't think he's ever going to offer you what you need out of a Premier League fullback. So I think, sadly, it's probably time to say goodbye to him. Ethan Ampadu, then, is maybe an unpopular opinion. Oh, he's our club captain, but I think he should start in the Premier League. I think him and Tanaka in that midfield, before anybody else comes in, will kind of provide you with that stability, tough tackling, that ability to pass the ball really well as well. So I think that Ampadu, for me, he's club captain, but I think he should be starting. Patrick Bamford, I think it's the end of the road for Patrick Bamford, whilst his will be a free as well, I think. I just think it's time for him to go somewhere else. I think he should go somewhere like America and really do well there. I think he deserves it at the break after the kind of coming up to the Championship and back down and all this sort of thing. I think, yeah, it's about time that he kind of, it's about time that he had his chance to kind of to leave the club and go and do something for himself as well. The next one then is Carl Darlow, who I think should be our backup goalkeeper. Of course, I think we should be signing a new goalkeeper as well. So I think he should be our backup goalkeeper. And talking of goalkeepers, Alex Cairns as well. I think you just kind of put him in the squad. Like, you need a third choice goalkeeper, and if we're getting rid of Meslier, then you have Darlow as second choice, Cairns as third choice, and you buy a new goalkeeper. So I think we're fairly okay with that. Then you've got Mateo Joseph, who I think is a loan. He's the first one that I think we should loan out. Granted, there's not many youth players in here as well, but there are other players who I think we should potentially loan out to other teams. And I haven't put Jack Harrison in here as well. We will talk about that, actually. In fact, let's talk about it now. Mateo Joseph should go out on loan, I think, to somewhere in Spain. I think he should get that opportunity to play as a first-team striker, maybe on loan at somebody like Real Betis. So I think that he should get that chance. In terms of Werber, now we've heard Werber rumours that he's going to Werder Bremen. I'm recording this on Thursday, so by the time you see this video on Saturday, Werber could have already gone to Werder Bremen. We don't know that. Jack Harrison as well is going to be returning to the club because Everton don't want to make it permanent. So that's one where I think I would put him in the sell category. Jack Harrison definitely would go in the sell category for me as well, just because I know that we missed a couple there. Joel Pirou. Now, Joel Pirou, I think at least at the start of the season he should start. I think he should start at the start of the season, unless we can bring in a striker who's completely ready to just get up and go straight away. So I think that's kind of where I'm at with that. Give him a chance at the start of the season, and I think maybe when we sign a new striker, he might go down to this kind of bench position. Of course, there aren't that many slots on the bench, so some people are going to have to miss out. Jayden Bogle then is the last one here. And I think Jayden Bogle should start. I think the way that he played in the Championship has really kind of earned him that. And I'm not sure that we'll be going out and buying... We might go out and buy another fullback, but with the amount of players that we need to buy for this squad, it's worrying that we kind of might not be able to get another left back as well. Another right back as well, sorry. So when we look at this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players starting for the first team, including one being a new signing. I think we need 4 signings for the first team. So goalkeeper, left back, number 10, winger. That's what I've got in my head at the moment for what we need to start. And then we've also got probably some more options to come in off the bench. A number 8 that can play in that role as well, which would replace one of Tanaka or Ampadu in certain games. I think that's where we stand as well. And of course, as well on the bench, I did mean to put what's his face in there? That new signing that we've just made. What's he called? Numecha. Yeah, Mecha's supposed to be in there as well. I think I just forgot to click his picture when I put him in, or it's saved somewhere else in my files. Anyway, that's the kind of list that I think that we should be looking at for our first team and for the bench. And then I think we should be loaning out Joseph. I think there's a few other players as well that probably need a bit of a loan. Charlie Crew should probably get another loan out as well. And there are a few other players there kind of lower down in the youth academy ranks as well who I think should probably get a loan out of the club. But that's kind of where I stand with start, bench, loan, sell. Thanks for watching Leeds lately. Let me know what you think of this down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.